everyone! Thank you so much for tuning in! My name is Cos and welcome back to Cosplays! I normally would be already in-game, but since this is the start of a new chapter, I decided to just hang out here for a bit while, before we get started with this. So, yes, so we are continuing Yakuza 7 today. And as from our last part, and from the last part that we were in, Ichiban finally was able to move out of that homeless encampment with Nanba, and like his new friend Nanba. But as I've stated before previously, this game is a bit of a slow burn. So we're still dealing with a couple things that are going on throughout Yokohama, and we will be doing. And again, we will be in this Yokohama district for pretty much 90% of the entire game. But anyways, yeah, let's get started. The Dragon of Yokohama. Oh. Look who tracked us down amazingly.
みんなお疲れさん。また今夜な。遊び歩いて無駄遣いするんじゃないよ。はーい、また今夜。
Wow, he's fast. Again, my big question is, where did the girls work if we were already occupying one of the bedrooms? Oh my god, he's here to kill us! Is that how you normally greet your friends? You like walk into their houses very slowly and silently and then just reach out your hand while they're sleeping?
なんなんだこの人。知り合いか。
神奈川県警の元刑事さんだ。
刑事？
元刑事。直近じゃ免許センターの職員だよ。でもよくここが分かったな、足立さん。あんたの方はあの後大丈夫だったんすか？大丈夫。いやそうでもねえな。クビになったよ警察。え？あとちょっとで夢の満額退職金だったのにな。あっさり懲戒免職だ。
じゃああんたはたった一人でこの場所見つけ出したのか？
春日には俺からスマホを渡してたんだね。あ、そうだよ。だったら来る前に連絡くれりゃよかったのに。連絡つかなかったのはそっちだろう。まあ撃たれた挙句ホームレスやってたんじゃスマホの充電もできなかったわけだ。俺の体より携帯の心配？スマホが切れてたからお前の居所が分かんなかったんだ。は？ GPS だよ。っていや、お前には分かんねえか。なんだよ、感情悪いな。
スマホは人工衛星使ってその位置を特定できるんだ。そのシステムが GPS。そいつでこの人はお前の居場所を突き止めたってことよ。今ので分かったか？
いや、多分ね。それより足立さん、警察クビになったってのは。
Well, simply because I wasn't really doing my job, that's why they fired me.
それ、やっぱ俺のせい？当たり前じゃねえか。
なんでまたそんなことに？
あんた、春日がカムロ町で撃たれたって話は？
うん。聞いてるよ。
撃たれた場所は警視庁と年頃にしてる近江連合幹部会の場だ。俺は春日がそこへ忍び込んでいくのを手助けした。 それを誠にけしからんとご立腹なのが警視庁で、我が神奈川県警はそのお怒りごもっともでと俺をクビにして一件落着とした。
すまねえ、足立さん。
悪いと思ってんなら協力しろや、春日。俺はまだ総監を諦めちゃいねえ。
総監。
警視総監だよ。
警視総監がなんだよ。
あいつは近江連合と癒着してるはずなんだ。連中のカムロ町進出をおめこぼしする見返りにな。俺はその裏をつかみて。
そんなの一番に何ができるってんだよ。
警視総監と繋がってんのは近江連合若頭代行の荒川真澄。春日は昔その子分だった。こないだ胸を撃たれるまではな。だろ。
今でも俺はおやっさんの子分だ。
おめでたいね。
つってもクビになったおまわりが警視総監相手にどうする気よ。
まあ平たく言や復讐だ。
復讐？
話は20年前に遡る。資産家の老夫婦が強盗に殺されたって山があってな。星は近所で失業中の前科者で、俺がこの手でワッパーかけた楠見という男だった。だが裁判の直前になって、そいつは犯行時刻に別の場所で目撃されていたと分かった。つまりアリバイがあったんだ。皮肉なことにその証言も俺が聞き込んできたもんだった。
それで
俺はすぐ捜査本部に報告した。その時県警はすぐに楠見を釈放するべきだった。
でもそうはならなかった。
アリバイの証言は固いと少なくとも現場はそう感じていた。だが上は目撃した証人に何度も本当かと問い続けた。そこまで言われると自信がないと言わせるまで徹底的に執拗にだ。
なんでだよ。
神奈川県警本部長様の指示でだ。そいつが今の警視総監堀之内十郎よ。
その指示の理由は？
当時奴には神奈川県警から警視庁へ転任するって内定が出ていた。ところが起訴した容疑者がシロだったとなりゃ大事だ。本部長の堀之内は尻拭きに追われて転任どころじゃない。だから目撃証言を取り下げさせた。
なんだよそれ。
本当にシロなら他にも無実の証拠が出てたはずだと奴はそう言い放った。で結局逮捕した党の刑事たちさえシロと見てた被告人に実刑が17年。楠見はかみさんや子供を残したまま首を吊ったよ。獄中でな。
そん時堀之内は
新天地の警視庁で知らん顔さ。
胸くそ悪い。
It's very unfortunate, but it does seem like some police forces can sometimes prosecute the wrong person. It's not unheard of for an innocent person to be sentenced for a crime they didn't commit.
だからってそれで無実の人間を。
Freaking sucks. We'd like to think that justice is blind, but sometimes it is just as political as anything else.
だから幻のアリバイ証言をマスコミにリークしてやった。だが堀之内はボンクラのエリートじゃなかった。元公安の実力者よ。人脈も半端じゃなかった。俺が情報を流したマスコミ各社はすぐ堀之内へのご中心に回った。リークした情報は一切世に出ず、俺には免許センター行きの辞令が来た。クビにされなかったのは堀之内の余裕ってとこか。
そいつが今や警視総監殿ってわけか。
俺も全部忘れちまえば済むんだろうがな。そうなると首つった楠見にあの世で合わせる顔がねえ。
男が3人も集まって何乳くり合ってんだい？
ああ、浜田さんおはよ この人は元神奈川県警の。
何がおはようだ。もう10時だよ。あんたたち今日はハローワークに行って仕事を探すんじゃなかったのかい？
God, she's acting like our actual mother, telling her like children who have been like living on her couches. It's like get your asses up and go get a job.
仕事見つけに行かねえと。
だったら俺も一緒に行くぜ。
え、なんで？
俺だって今は無職の無一文よ。
無一文？少しくらいはあんだろう、貯金とか。
ねえってそんなもん。退職金が頼みの綱だったんだからよ。貯金なんて小学生のお年玉以来したことねえよ。だから退職金当てにしてたんだけどな。しょ。
免許センター勤めのくせにただのダメ人間じゃねえかよ。
うるせえ。俺は酒と女に金使うのが唯一の趣味だったんだ。ほら、さっさとハロワ行くぞ。
It's called Hello Work, and unfortunately it is not affiliated with Hello Kitty, as much as we would like it to be. It would have been hilarious, though, if they actually had a, Kazuka's job's been changed to deadbeat to freelancer. Let's see. Adachi, many years of detective, professional grade defense against rage, fear, and sleep. Nice. Okay, so... actually, how... leveled up is Adachi? Oh wow, Adachi's already level 10. Okay, so he's been grinding while we were just hanging out in the or we were just hanging out in the homeless camp. Hey, what's that thing? Something's stuck in the ground. I think it's a bat. Where the hell would there be a bat stuck in the ground? Who knows? Probably some kind of lame prank. I'll just hurl it.
Nah.
Hey, what are you doing? Isn't it obvious? I'm trying to pull this damn bat out. I bet if we pawned it, we could get a few hundred yen. No dice. Yeah, it's really stuck in there. It's just like all the Avengers trying to lift Mjolnir. Adachi-san, you're strong. You give it a shot.
No.
Sure, let me at it. How's my voice acting sounding? Very convincing, right? Damn it won't budge. It must be wedged in there if you can't do it. You two are pathetic. I'll show you how it's done. Woohoo! I'm the man!
マジか。
Damn. Credit where credit's due, I guess. But what'd you do any differently than I did? I bet the only chosen hero could pull it out. Oh, of course. I forgot, we have a hero in our midst. A hero? Him? You know, in RPGs, there's always some holy sword that only the hero can pick up. Kasuga here has been on the quest to become a hero since he was a kid.
そうだ。
I mean, kinda. Oh, well that dirty old bat isn't exactly a holy sword. Leave it to reality to crush the fantasy. Holy sword, the holy sword of the hero. Ha! I will be the savior of this world! That's the spirit, Ichiban. You actually look the part. If you knuckleheads are done role-playing, shall we go find some damn jobs? Oh, not yet, though. We have to test this bat out on some punks.
No.
Dad Hunter? Oh god, that sounds like a spin-off of that Dream Daddy or whatever that weirdo dating sim was. Actually, we don't have any. 3 middle-aged dudes, no cash? Yeah, right. You'll need to lie better than that, you old bastards. Damn, the truth really hurts when punks call you out on it.
Oh,
Hey, Mr. Hero, feel like using that holy sword to smite some monsters? Eh, good idea. Come on! So yeah, now we get pretty much what I will consider
こいつら変身しなかったか。
あ？何言ってんだお前。
so this like little funny thing that's going on right now with the fact that Ichiban is seeing the dudes transform. This kind of will like, I don't know, this kind of makes it seem like Ichiban might have a little bit of some schizophrenia or some kind of like, not what's the word I'm looking for? Like it almost seems like he's got some kind of like disorder that makes him see things that are not there. Yeah, I don't know what the term for that is. I feel like I should, but essentially though, it kind of makes it funny though because it's like it sort of also implies that this is what Kiryu has, and that all those crazy things that he fights throughout the game series is not actually the is not actually there, and he's just sort of hallucinating it like Kasuga is in this. So, but yeah, so this is Ichiban's main style, which is using this bat of his, and we can upgrade the bat later on, and we actually do get a much better one as the game series progresses once we unlock the customization shop. But like a lot of other Yakuza games, they make you go through a good chunk of the game first before you're able to start upgrading and doing all the cool stuff that you want. Wait, did that big guy die? I didn't think I got the big guy. Well, anyways, we level up.
まだ成長できるとはな。やれやれだぜ。俺らに金よこせなんて見る目のねえ野郎だ。
なあ、さっき戦ってる最中によ、本当にこいつら変身して見えなかったか？あ？いや、本当に変身して見えたんだって。
大した妄想力の勇者様だな。
妄想？さっきのは俺の妄想だったのか？
まあお前は思い込んだら止まらねえタイプの人間だからな。自分が勇者だと強く思い込みすぎて敵がモンスターみたく見えたんじゃねえか？
思い込みか。
まあでもそれくらい思い込みが激しいやつじゃねえと勇者なんてなれねえかもしれねえな。要は自称だろ、自称。なら思い込んだもん勝ちかもしれねえぜ。
そうか、そうだよな。よし、やっぱり俺は勇者だ。勇者になるぜ。
Due to Kasuga's wild imagination.
じゃあさっさとハローワークに行くぞ、勇者よ。今の勇者様のパーティーには薬草を買う金すらねえんだからな。
そうだな。まずは金だな。ドラクエと同じだ。本当に人生は RPG だな。
Life is really just like an RPG. I don't know. I feel like actually, yeah, I am kind of curious. Like, if life were like an RPG, what would be some things we would like to have? I guess maybe like it would suck having to fight a bunch of like randos all the time when you're just like walking out and doing stuff. But then it's like it's a surefire way to just get random cash though. So it's like so it's like it would be fun if you could if you did go through that. But I will admit, I think after a while walking around and not constantly getting challenged to battles probably would get a little old after a while. Because you're just like, oh god, I'm just going to the store. I don't want to have to fight someone in the grocery store. Just like in like Pokemon. Just like walking around and then just it's like, would you like a super salad? And then he's just like, I'm eating lunch here! Nope, you're in the middle of a Pokemon battle. I'm amazed that they haven't tried to remake red or blue version yet of Pokemon. They just keep churning out all these new versions. A part of me thinks that they could remake that game or something, maybe like for the Switch or whatever. Give it a little bit of a nice shiny new coat of paint, and they don't have to think about any old Pokemon and just use like some of the classic ones that we've all grown to know and love. Unless you're somebody who grew up in the later years and you know more of the other Pokemon, because trust me, I probably couldn't tell you any of Pokemon outside of the first 250. And hell, even the first 250 I'd still probably struggle with. But anyways, that's enough of that. I might as well, just wanted to do that just so I could see. Oh. How'd it go for you guys? I'm fucked. Another day of no work. Same here, damn it. Let's go beat up these rando guys. Matsuo might have taken the cake, but a lot of these people are pretty rough around the edges. What do you expect? Finding work isn't easy these days. Oh, well, don't let it get to you. Just gotta be patient. Hey, isn't that a Dachi? You're right, it's a Dachi! Hey, you! We've got a bone to pick with you! Friends of yours? Can't say I remember them. Like hell you don't! You ruined our lives! Did I? Did I arrest you at some point or one point or another? You aren't allowed to forget the Yokohama Pink Panthers! Ijincho's... Oh my god. Ijincho's top burglary ring! Oh yeah, that takes me back, man. How long has it been since I busted you guys? 20 years? We got criminal records now, asshole. And now we can't even work. You gotta take some responsibility for that? Hey, it's not Adachi's fault you guys got busted. You a cop, bro? I love how their voices just changed after I got to this point because I just realized that they were that they were punks, and I gotta put on my punk voice. Come on, let's leave these guys to stew and get out of here. No, we're gonna fight you because we got nothing better to do. Why are you looking for work? Because I lost my job at the station, obviously. You quit? That means you can't arrest us anymore, right? No matter how many times we hit you? I mean, I guess if you want to look at it like that, but I'm still gonna kick your ass. You that bent on revenge? Why not put that kind of effort into your job hunt? Shut the hell up! We'll beat the shit out of all three of you! Because of course they will. Ah, yeah, so... This is the auto battle mode that you can get. Now, to be honest, I just use this whenever I'm fighting like some lower strength enemies and I just don't really want to do it. So I just have them. So I just set it to don't use the skills because I honestly don't really use the auto battle for anything other than that. Because it just like there's no point in using the auto battle like that. So yeah, I just use the don't use skills, but I only do that when it's a pretty lower ranked enemy. These guys, I'll probably use the skills a little bit more. Oh no, he stole our soup. There we go. Yeah. Damn you. We'll get you back for this. Don't you forget us this time. You know, honestly, I can't remember if we ever see these guys again. It'd be kind of hilarious if we did, but I don't know if we did. You arrested so many people, you don't even remember what they all look like, Adachi-san? It's all ancient history now, but I didn't have to deal with shit like this when I wore a badge. Wonder what it's gonna be like in the new norm. For real? I don't want to be anywhere near you then. Ha! Let them come. I'll take as many as they can throw at me. Well, hello, work awaits. Well, that was a nice little diversion. Not sure why they threw that in there, but I guess probably just in case we wanted to have another little battle just before we get to hello work. Though, if memory serves, I don't think we fight anybody at hello work. Oh, hi Twilight. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Hi.
Number 68. Yeah. The name's Ichiban Kazka. I'm 42 years old, I'm strong, I've got a home, and I need a job. Help a guy out! Alright, tone it down. No need for theatrics. Huh? Weren't you the janitor?
No.
Oh, aren't you that homeless guy I sent you over to a bar for the side gig? So you got a roof over your head now, huh?
Arigato.
All thanks to that job you helped us get. Glad to hear it. So, why are you on that side now? What do you mean? This is my job. How did you get a job so easily? Can I get... Maybe I can work at Hello Work. Director? You're the director of this place? Director? Think you can find some work for us? Oh, and you've made some friends. Yeah, my party's got 3 people in it now, so can you find jobs for 3 people? Party, huh? You play games, Kasuga-kun? Yeah, I'm a big Dragon Quest fan. Dragon Quest? That's a good one. I play it myself. Anyway, let's see what jobs we have for the hero and his... Oh, good lord, I do not know that word. Vitinu? Oh, wow. I don't even know what that word means or how to even pronounce it right. That said, I just want to warn you, I made an exception last time. I was trying to see if a couple homeless guys could stand on their feet on their own. But now that we're doing this legitimately, I have to follow the rules. What rules? The golden rule. I can only assign you jobs that you are qualified for. Even Dragon Quest has some jobs that are locked until the character reaches a certain level or skill, right? Think of it like that. God. Again, if everything was just this much easier to get a job and just function in life if it was like an RPG. We each have a slot of 3 things that we can say to somebody. An ex-cop, a bum, and a fired cop. Here's the best I can do for you right now. I cannot keep this guy's voice consistent. A special bathhouse?
Oh.
Soapland. Hold on, maybe that's the best you can get these 2, but I've got years of service to lean on. According to your documentation, you've never been married. What's that got to do with anything? You're telling me you've gone this long as a lonely single man without resorting to paying for it? This seems right up your alley. How dare you? I mean, it's not even that illegal. Anyways, what you boys need to build up is some work history. And don't think this bathhouse gig is just gonna be a walk in the park. The owner there is a little eccentric, and it's totally up to him if he takes you on board. Good luck!
Yo.
Okay, let's go nail this interview. Man, if it was only that easy to find a job. I'm currently job searching right now myself, and, oh god, having to fill out so many freaking applications. The only thing that I still will never ever understand about filling out job applications is why in the world do we have to put everything that we just put on our resume onto another page that says that asks the exact same questions. But thanks everybody tuning in who's coming in from a raid. I'm very happy about that. So yeah, this is Yakuza Like a Dragon. So I'm not gonna lie, we are at a bit of a slower entry portion of the of this game because it is a, oh god, oh dear lord, oh god, oh my god. You know, a part of me wonders if in like the Japanese version of this game they like actually like put like a censor bar there or something. It's weird to be someone who flashes your underwear at people, especially like that. Anyways, let's kick this flasher's ass. Trust me when I say the later versions of this guy is pretty they're pretty difficult. Oh my god, he just launched his butt at me. Alright, I'm doing a reckless charge. Oh wow, that did not do very much damage. Oh no! I need to get more... There's one thing that the Yakuza game series does not stray that far away from is very oddly sexual things. God, especially once we get to Yakuza 8 and we get the Pokemon Snap minigame. But that's not gonna be for a long while.
どんだけどん底の町なんだよここは。
まあ、時期に慣れるさ。
こんなのに慣れたかねえよ。
ほうほう、こいつは珍しい。あ？やはりこれは俺の図鑑には登録されていない種類だ。登録。学名は何にするか。コウモリ男とかでも悪くない。
Turncoat Titillator? Wonder what the Japanese is that.
ああ、すまん。この辺でなかなか見ない輩だったからな。
Oh, can you imagine if Professor Oak looked this badass?
おっさん、何者だ？
俺はドクター森笠、筋門博士と呼ばれてる。
筋門博士？なんだそりゃ。
気になるか。なら近くに俺の研究施設がある。そこで話そう。貴重な筋門のデータ入手に協力してくれた礼にお茶菓子でも振る舞わせてもらおう。
お茶菓子だってよ。行ってみようぜ。
だけどよ、この博士めちゃくちゃ怪しいぜ。
食えるもんは食える時に食わねえとこの町では生きていけねえぞ。ただより安いものはねえんだ。ほら行くぞ。
わかったよ。
Let's just go with this random dude with a giant scar on his eye.
俺の事務所。通称筋門センターだ。
ただの雑居ビルの一室じゃねえか。
さて、筋門について聞きたいんだったな。説明してやろう。筋門とはその筋のものという意味だ。筋のもの。
Super jittery men.
筋門。
This is like pretty much Sega's answer, or more of, not answer, but more of its parody of Pokemon, if you guys couldn't tell. But so we will get our own Pokedex for this.
それはこの世界の平和のためだ。
平和？
この世界。特にこの偉人帳は 危険な人間が山ほどいる。チンピラから変質者まで山ほどな。だが実際にどんな種類の危険な人間が何種類この世の中に存在するのか、お前らは答えられるか？
ああ、そう言われると答えらんねえな。
だろ？多くの人が危険な人間がどんなタイプの見た目で何種類いるか具体的に答えられない。そしてそれがわからないがゆえに今も誰かが危険な人間に近寄り危険な目に遭っているんだ。だから俺は危険な人間がどんなやつで何種類いるか正確にデータとしてまとめ上げることで一般人が危険に巻き込まれる機会を減らしたいと思ってる。
なるほどな。おっさん、うさんくさい割にはいいこと考えてんじゃねえか。だが、なんでそんなことを始めたんだ？
まあ
Let's just say I've had a turbulent life.
俺は
Although, no, it's like, that's a lie. I've just been really, really bored.
その気持ちに嘘はねえ。
データの収集はどれくらい進んでるんだ？
それがな、データを収集するために危険人物に近づくと俺が喧嘩に巻き込まれてしまうという最大の
They beat this guy up. This guy does not look like the type of dude who... he looks like the type of guy who's been in his fair share of fights, but it almost seems like you didn't win any of them?
どこかにすぐに危険に巻き込まれそうで。
But then again, what do I know? I've never been in a fight myself.
屈強で気さくなやつがいればいい。
I'd definitely get my ass kicked. I'd probably try emulating way too many things that I've seen in movies, and it just... Nah, it doesn't work.
じゃ、俺らはこれで。
おい、ちょっと待ってくれ。
なんだ？まさか俺たちに筋もんのデータを集めろとか言うんじゃ。
勘がいいやつは嫌いじゃないぜ。別に無理に戦えとは言わない。戦うことになってしまった時に情報を登録してくれるだけでいいんだ。どうせお前らみたいな連中は何も意識しなくても悪い奴らと頻繁に戦ってるんだろう。ならついでに協力してくれても罰は当たらないんじゃねえか。
とは言ってもな。
頼む。筋門図鑑の完成が一般の人たちの平和につながる。完成の暁にはお礼も出させてもらう。どうだ、お願いできねえか？
お礼だってよ。やってやるよ。一番。
You know, actually, come to think of it, as long as I've played this game, I don't know if I've ever actually completed the whole Suji Dex.
誰かのためになるってんならこっちに損はなさそうだしな。
I don't know. I think probably I started playing this game like before, when there was already, I think they were already at Yakuza 8 by this point. So when I started playing the game, I was kind of like, I just want to get to the next game because I want to see what happens next.
俺の作ったアプリを入れてやろう。さて、あとは筋門の登録の仕方だが、百聞は一見にしかずとも言うし、実践で試してみるか。ああ、出てこいや。
He just has some random goons on standby just to fight.
登録の仕方を教えるために俺が用意した助手たちだ。
Wait a minute, you have all these assistants who specialize in field work? So wait,
赤か青か。
why do I need to why do I need to be the one to gather the data? If these guys are experts in field work, they could just do it. Let's go with red.
赤で。
赤だな。わかった。よし、お前らは赤のサポートに回れ。さて、じゃあ登録の仕方を教えるか。
え、もしかしてこいつらと戦えってのか？
Wait, and you pay them too? They'll totally go out and fight people.
自動的に登録されるようになっている。こいつらを倒して。
I don't think the scientist uses his money the right way.
めちゃくちゃだな。
さあ行け。
I guess although I don't know, maybe he did because he found Ichiban, who is the guy who literally has nothing better to do than to fight other people like randomly.
どうしたほらしてみろ
見てろよ
So yeah, if you'll notice, the red guy is he is resistant towards fire. Let's see. Beat down.
手加減なやるかほら来い行くぞ
Okay.
取っておくおい来たしてみろ俺の番かやってやろ
Huh. That guy shares the name of the guy in charge of Bleach Japan, Aoki.
ほら来いよ
Nothing like destroying a dude's office just to test out some battle equipment and then... oh right, the on guard, that move only works if Adachi gets directly attacked. Oh. Pigeons, I summon you from indoors! That would make that move pretty useless if you couldn't use that outdoors. I mean, only, but if you couldn't use that indoors, then, yeah.
見事だお前らを選んだ俺の目に狂いはなかったその実力ならきっと危険人物を山ほど登録できるはずだ
そいつはどうもでこれで登録されるのか
まあほらアプリを開いて見てみろ
The phone is always on, it's always spying! Unfortunately, we don't, or well, no, maybe we do stuff. Maybe we do have the import data from all the other bosses we fought, or not bosses, but enemies we fought earlier in the game.
ある程度集まったらこちらからメールするから
Oh, wait, now I can't remember. I guess maybe I wasn't able to complete the Suji Dex because I didn't finish the ultimate battle dungeon, which is really freaking hard. You have to be not only you have to be at a really high level, but your job rank also needs to be at like insanely high level too. I might have to look up a guide on how to do that section, just because I am not very knowledgeable when it comes to sort of balancing weaknesses and other things. Because unfortunately, this game does have a max level, so we can't can't keep grinding until we're like level 200 or whatever, and or play the game through multiple times. I would totally do that, just so that way I have like a crazy high level, and then I could do the entire like final ultimate dungeon just by auto battle, so I don't have to even use any skills whatsoever.
はいフロントお湯の出が悪いお客さん変わるたびに風呂のお湯入れ替えないで使ってよえ汚い入浴
Just bath bomb it? Ew.
洗面台の奥にあるやつはいはい乙姫ランドでございますなんだ菜の葉ちゃんああそう休むってことで君確か先々週も生理だったよねそんなに休まれちゃ困るんだよ一度病院行って検査受けてお薬でももらってくれば生理不順なのか何なのか知らないけどそんなに休んでたら親父さんの施設代払えなくなっちゃうんじゃないの早く死んでくれれば楽なんだろうけどまだまだ生きてそうなんでしょ泣いてんのやめてようちは人生相談所じゃないんだからさはいじゃあまた あ、体調良くなったらすぐ出勤してよ。はい、じゃあ。ああ、たくやってらんないね、最近の子は。はいはい、求人の方ね。お待たせしましたね。
ダメだ。悪いが俺ここじゃ働けねえわ。
同感だな。胸くそ悪すぎる。お前もそうだろ。
ん？なんだあんたら喧嘩売るためにやってきたのか。腹輪の親父からはなんとか雇ってもらえないかって言われてたんだな。何でもやる根性のある連中だからってさ。
あのおっさんが何でもやるって言ったってこっちにも選ぶ権利はある。
まああの神戸って所長には申し訳ないがやめとこう。世の中他にも仕事はたくさんある。行こうぜ春日。
おい一番何やってんだ。早く行こうぜ。
さっきの電話聞いてただろう。俺もいろんな風俗店にガサで入ったり客として通ったりしてきたが、こいつはクズ中のクズだ。
なんだ暴力か。ケツ持ちを追うぞ、ケツ持ち。うちのケツ持ちは清流会だ。泣く子も黙る横浜清流会だ。それでもいいのか。
ここは清流会の島だったか。
厄介なことになりそうだ。
Maybe that's how I can get a job. Whenever I have another interview, I just start menacingly start walking towards the interviewer. That's the best way how I can get a job, because then they'll be like,
それでもいいの。
働かせてくださいよ。
oh my god.
店
He's doing that thing that they introduced in Yakuza 6.
お前。
What was that called?
店員さんが誰もいなくてお困りなんでしょ。
Crap, there was a word for it where you like,
こう見えても俺16
where you
年から
get like, where you get, that's how you chill a woman to the bone, is you put your arm out like that in front of her and then you whisper into her ear from the other side. I'm pretty sure that if you did that, you'd probably get your face slapped or maced. Oh dear. Not these guys. Oh god. It's like, why in the world are these guys wherever we happen to be? The same guys as the other day. They've been demonstrating in front of my shop for a few days now, in a row now. Like clockwork, it's a pain in the ass. They're specifically targeting you at these protests?
Ooh.
We're the last place in the area that's open about being a bathhouse. The others have all rebranded as men's salons or bubble massages. It makes it harder for Bleach Japan to build a case against them. So they come after us since we're still out open about being a soapland. They think if they can close me down, it'll start a shockwave and clean out the rest of the area. Am I lucky or what? And the Yakuza won't protect you? I've tried complaining to the Seiryu clan once. They had some lame excuse and then showed up after everything had quieted down. Besides, Bleach Japan's ranks are filled with the types who read up on anti-Yakuza laws for the fun of it. Those kind of people are tough for even the Yakuza to deal with. That's the Yakuza for you. So if I can't go to the Yakuza and I can't go to the police, who do I turn to? Even my employees are quitting to avoid being harassed. I'm at the end of my rope here. So that's why you're understaffed. But basically you're saying as long as the girls stick around, you can run your business. That said, between Bleach Japan and the way you treat them, I wouldn't count on them sticking around either. Hey, you don't get it at all. Girls who come here to work already have their backs against the wall. The girls who work here are all Japanese, but they're in the same situations as an immigrant who came all the way to get away from wherever it may be. Losing a job like this might as well be deportation. They got to go they got no one to go back to or rely on. I've always figured it was the money that brought the girls to this kind of work. Of course, a lot of people who get tempted to do this side of things because it sounds lucrative, but those are the types who think they'll strike it rich without doing any real work. That's a good, 85% of the population. Soon as things turn for the worst, they run for the hills. That's why I only hire women so far out on the ledge that they can't afford to take another step back. Aren't I a genius? Women like that will work like their lives depend on it, and that's what keeps my business stable. Stable my ass. You're just taking advantage of women at their lowest. You're the scum of the earth. Say what you will, but lust weighs on the soul of just as heavy as hunger, if not more so. Except with lust, you can't just satiate it at your local deli. You have to hold on to it until you find an outlet. So as long as the women are willing to work on the menu, men are going to place orders. That's the world we live in. That's a really romanticized look at prostitution, but whatever. If we drive off that guy, will you hire us or not?
What?
Kazka, after everything the slimeball just said, you still want to work here? I certainly don't. That's nothing like Hamako. The world would be better off if we let Bleach Japan take him down. Shut up! It's work! I can't afford to turn that down. My God, you are exactly what I am looking for! I'll take your job and I'll get it done right. You're gonna hire us or not? Fine. Seems to flaunting it in broad daylight.
Yo.
Oh crap, I forgot what voice I gave this dude. Working as hard as ever, huh? You guys from the other day? Why are you here? Oh, as of today, we're employees. Employees, huh? Ah, crap, I'm totally forgetting what voice I gave this dude. My friends! The accomplices of criminals, the purveyors of prostitution have made themselves known! Quick, throw things at them now! I'm sorry, criminals? If that were the case, then why aren't we getting arrested? Because soaplands are dodging the laws by registering themselves as public bathhouses! My friends, this is what we call a gray zone! The dark stains on Japan! Let us turn this gray to white! We must bleach it out!
Oh.
And what about you? You think you're some kind of pure, clean soul yourself? Never committed a single crime? Of course I obey the law! That's the obligation of every righteous citizen! So you've never even, taken a whiz outside? That's technically a crime, you know.
Yeah.
Never once! Not in my life! I hold it! I only use the bathroom at home! Seriously? What about speeding? Everybody's gone over the speed limit because they were running late. Nope, not a single time! You liar. It's illegal to even go 1 kilometer per hour over the limit. You have to have done that. Afraid not? I drive too slow! In fact, I've been pulled over because I drive too slow! Prove I've committed these crimes!
Oh.
Well, that's a good point. I can't really prove it, but, Okay, what about what you're doing right now? All these people blocking the road has got to be some kind of crime, doesn't it? You're so ignorant, it's funny! Oh god, this guy is such a... Ugh. This is like every one of those annoying people who, constantly get in your face because you're not part of their organization enough. Any type of, super activist, I guess you could call them. Yeah, permit to march on a public road. Do you get it now? The police have been magnanimous enough to let us use this road for our cause! But what you're doing is standing now isn't technically the road. That's the soapland. Oh my god, you almost got me! I just got a little overzealous. Oh god, this is the type of dude who like constantly will shout like angry stuff at you, and then once you finally hit, he's like, I can do this now, it's all self-defense! I'm no mathematician, but it looks like it's more than that. We just got more support than usual today! That's the nature of a protest! The number of people can fluctuate up until the day of! You don't like it? File a police report! But I wouldn't get your hopes up about them coming out to do a head count! The difference between 10 or 15 people isn't worth their time, and it's certainly not causing any trouble! You're on the right track, Kazka. In that case, I got a warning for you. The definition of a march means you're not allowed to stop moving. If you start giving speeches, that's obstructing traffic. Your right to use this road was predicated on you performing a march. So in fact, the fact that you stopped here is a pretty clear violation. Even if it's technically the rule, every protest stops to give speeches. And the police are fine with that.
Nah.
You know what you call that? A gray zone. Ah! Relying on gray area to criticize a gray zone, man. That's irony. My friends, let's keep going. We're marching. Ah, they actually really beat him at his own game there, didn't he? Prostitution's gotta go. No more Inijincho. Yeah, look at this chanting there. Watch where you're going or you'll trip. Let's see. First we have Ichiban Kasuga, age 42. Addresses. Oh, isn't this the one Hamako runs?
Hi.
Yeah, we're living on the second floor. You know Hamako-san? A bit from years ago. Anyway, next is Yu Nanba, age 41. Huh? Yu Nanba? You mean Nanba was your real name this whole time? After that whole speech you gave me about homeless people using fake names? Shut up! You believed it was fake, and that's what's important. You're just gullible.
なんだって
I'm what? Okay, and the last guy, Koichi Adachi, who's... Wait, age 59?!
はい
Yeah, only 2 months until I hit... 2 months ago until I hit retirement. But the Kanagawa police let me go a few days ago. That's rough. Huh? That's all? What's all?
Yeah.
I mean, we're a walking trio of red flags, aren't we? A bum, an ex-Yakuza, and a cop with a dishonorable discharge? What of it? If I was worried about stuff like that, I'd never find anyone to work for me. Did you not just hear my speech about the fact that I pick people who are desperate? And besides, I just happen to have the perfect job for you three. And that is... I hope you're not gonna make us clean the baths to get to kick things off. Nah, I only do that every Oh god, ew! What I'm really after is her. Her name's Nanoha. Nanoha. She's been my top earner for 5 years straight. That's the girl who called to take the day off and you blew up at her, right? Yeah, that's right. She's your top earner, huh? Yeah, you weren't kidding about these girls being on the... Never mind. I told you, if all you're going for is being cute and young, you'll never last. The core of the Soapland's appeal is service and love. It's emotional depths that make a repeat customer. Emotions, huh? I guess I could see that. Men are lonely creatures when it comes down to it. Well, at least single guys are. I've definitely had that. Even guys who put up with the toughest fronts need a place to Oh god, I didn't read that fast enough. And the depth of a woman's ability to give it to him is usually proportional to her own baggage. Nanoha's father is of an age where he can't even move on his own anymore. So she quit her job at a big firm and fell into this world to afford him the best of care. So skipping all the stuff in between white collar and prostitution is a pretty brave leap. That's why she's so good at it. She gives everything she gives it everything she has, no matter who the customer is, all for the sake of her father. But that being said, she's recently started finding reasons to take the days off. This never used to be the case, though. Between Bleach Japan and Nanoha taking days off, sales are really slumping. So that's why I need a hand. A hand? Like, on the customers? Listen. No, you idiot! I want you to look into why she's taking time off. Didn't she say it was because of her an irregular period? I can't take that at face value, knowing her. There aren't a lot of reasons why someone who needs money starts taking a lot of time off. You think she's got a side piece? You do know this industry, don't you? Care to fill in the class? It means she could be meeting someone without going to the store. Normally, a customer pays for the service, and that money gets divided up between the girl and the shop. But if they meet in private, the girl can offer a discount, but still come off on top by cutting the shop out. Once they start doing that, the girls start to wonder why they needed the shop in the first place. Of course, all the shops have strict rules against that kind of thing. Even if it were just an innocent thing in the first, once they start getting a taste for extra cash, it doesn't stop. They'll even start using the shop to lure more customers out onto their own business. It's the death knell for some shops. So I want you to find out if she's seeing someone on the side. Okay, let's say she is. What do we do if we find the guy? Make sure he never wants to go near Nanoha again. I don't care what methods you use. You're Yakuza, a nurse, and a cop. I'm sure you three can come up with something creative. Hey, hold up! Shouldn't you be using the Seiryu clan for this kind of thing? Think of it like car insurance. If you use them the wrong way, they'll increase your premiums. So it's cheaper if I can solve the problems myself. That's a boss for you. Always has a trick or two. Okay, can you tell us where Nanoha lives, for starters? Actually, it seems she's been couch surfing for a while and hasn't gone home in quite some time. How the heck do we find her, then? If you keep an eye on the Pocket Cafe, she'll show up. She hangs out there a lot. For the price of a cup of coffee, she can stay for hours and use the free Wi-Fi and charge her phone. Yeah. So I'll hope for the best. Now get her to start coming back in regularly, and I'll have a suitable payment for you. Sounds to me like he hired us as cheap detectives. Nonomiya's quite a schemer. He seems pretty sloppy, and he knows his employees both on and off the clock. If he's doing this on purpose, he's good. Doesn't mean he's not a scumbag. Bottom line is, all he cares about. His bottom line's all he cares about. I don't think so, actually. Huh? Maybe it's not true all the time, but yeah, most soap lands profit off their workers' misfortunes. You mean like their debt? Or their family issues? They prey on people like that? They play on... Oh my god, I cannot read today. They prey on people like that, right? Basically, the women work hard to get out of the situation, and the shop supports them. I'm not cool with the way Nonomiya talks about people. But he's not sugarcoating anything either. He understands the reality of the business. Well, that's one way of putting it. I grew up surrounded by every kind of sleazebag Kamurocho could throw in those stores. And I'll bet this guy's actually got a lot of love for his girls. I'd take him any day over some shithead who doesn't care about why the girls get the jobs there in the first place. Well, just because I hate shitheads doesn't mean I have to like sleazebags. Let's find this proof and get paid. Alright, but we still don't know for sure if she's actually seeing a guy on the side. Let's start with the cafe she supposedly goes to. Okay, well, so that is yet another long-ass cutscene. We didn't get too much new information about, honestly, anything at this point. But, yeah, we do have to go through quite a bit first before we start making any headway on this story here. But, anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and call that the stream for now. So thank you all, especially Antisocial, for your raid coming into my stream. I really hope you enjoyed it. I will be back on Thursday with the next part of Super Mario Galaxy. So please remember to follow me on Blue Sky for any announcements. The links are in my bio. And yeah, hope to see you next time, and take care!